of guarding Paolo. Obviously, it's going to be the head of the snake for Orlando. From what you saw from the film, from the 4 games you played against him, what sticks out?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, obviously he's an all-star and he's a high caliber, player. And he does a good job of getting to his spots. So I think for us is, obviously limiting him getting to those spots where he feels most comfortable and making him shoot contested shots that, he doesn't shoot the best percentage from.
What is it that you relished as well? What is it that you relished about playoff basketball?
Just the intensity. I mean, this is what all the work that you've put in throughout the year in the summer, the camaraderie with the guys to come together, because playoff basketball is a war. It's intense. And there's nothing better. I mean, as a competitor, there's just nothing better than getting out there and leaving it all out on the line, and I think that's what playoff basketball is.
What stands out to you in your preparation for this series about the Magic?
Mine personally, or us as a team?
Personally.
Yeah, I just think continue to be intense in everything that we do, right? I think our biggest thing is we want to have extremely good focus on the details, but if we're going to make mistakes, do it aggressively.
You guys have talked about this week at practice. You guys have gotten physical in some of the team periods.
Yeah.
And just how much can that prepare you guys for?
You're asking me if we're going to be prepared physically, like hinting at last year? Is that? I'm
No,
just
I'm not
asking you.
hinting, no.
I'm asking you a question.
No, I'm just saying.
I think everybody has practices that are intense, and I think we're going to be ready for an intense battle in the playoffs. I think we're more than ready and prepared to go against a good Orlando Magic team, and we can't wait to get out there and show you guys, and it starts tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Going back to Paolo, how do you keep him off of his spot as a defender?
I think the biggest thing is showing him bodies, right? You want to stop him from, being able to get easy, uncontested layups where he can see the ball going through, and if you can show a guy bodies and make him have to make extra moves over the course of the series, you hope those percentages play out for you. And then sometimes it's going to be having to take the one-on-one challenge and make him miss shots as a defender.
When it comes to all of your playoff experience and you're surrounded by some younger guys, like Evan Mobley, for example,
Yeah.
what is it that you're looking for from him that will let you know that he's ready for what the playoffs are all about?
I think Evan just needs to be Evan, right? I think Evan has shown that he's a high-level basketball player, and he can go out there and impose his will, like I know that he's going to do. I'm not looking for anybody to show me anything. I think I've seen enough throughout this year and know that guys are prepared, and talking to them from what happened, before, and they all have playoff experience, they know what to expect. And I think I know we're all prepared.
When it comes to playoff basketball, is it the mental edge of it or the physical side of it that's just more difficult?
I think it's a little bit of both, right? Like, how much are you willing to take? How much are you willing to lay out on the line for your guys? And, still, when you're exhausted, have the mental capacity to make the right plays, because every possession matters in the playoffs. So you can't just be, I made that because I was exhausted. No, you still need to be locked in, and that's the beauty of it, is there's just a finite amount of room for error, and you don't want to be the team that has too much error, because that usually costs you.
When you're preparing for the playoff series, how much weight do you put into the regular season matchups when you're going through film and things like that?
I think you definitely got to put a good amount into it, right? But it's like a new season, right? It's 0-0, Who plays better with their backs up against the wall? Who's going to impose their will first? What adjustments are going to happen? And, a series can change in a possession or a fourth quarter or, a game. So I think, obviously you want to put some weight in how they play, or how they played against you, how they defended you. But at the end of the day, it's about adjustments and imposing your will right from the beginning.
Is it an extra challenge when a team gang rebounds the way they do?
What do you like? I guess
everybody on their team averages like 4 or 5.
Yeah, well,
basically.
I think the biggest thing for us is if we win the rebounding battle and can get out in transition, they're going to have to find a new way of gang rebounding. Because if you gang rebound, I don't know if you know the numbers, that would mean 5 people would be below the free throw line, and we have some pretty fast guys that could get out. So if we win the rebounding battle, I think that kind of solves that issue, and we'll be able to, if we can win the rebounding battle and beat them in fast break points, that'll be a good sign. You keep track of those two for me, okay?
You had mentioned forcing Callum to make some bad shots.
Yeah.
What would constitute a bad shot for a guy who can score like that?
I think the biggest thing is I think we all know what tough shots are, and there's very few people in this world that can continuously make tough shots over, the period of a series. And I think me and you both know what those shots look like, whether if that's falling away, contested, shooting over 3-4 people. I mean, those are the shots that you want guys to have to take where their teammates are open and they're shooting low percentage fadeaways. I think those are the shots that I was thinking of.
You like the fact that you're the first game and you don't have to wait around tomorrow?
I love that, the NBA was so happy to put us as the first game to show off what the playoffs is all about.
We were talking about toughness and being able to showcase physicality, especially in the first game of the playoff. What does toughness look like to you, for you guys?
Just going out there and playing with an edge, right? Playing intense, having a physicality about us, that just lets people know, that we're here. And I would tell you that I probably can't tell you. I can more or less show you. So I'll see you tomorrow at 1.
Thanks, George.